as always, like I said, we are living in the Chinese century. I'm about to buy a Chinese car. If Chinese were selling a house, I would buy it. If I could move to China, I would do it. They are just running stuff right now, and some data just came out saying that they exported over 8 million cars in 2025. Now, people pointed out to me that China is basically banned in the US and North America. Chinese cars, sorry, not China. Chinese cars are banned basically in the US and North America. And in the UK, they only started really letting them in a couple of years ago. Even now, there's still, I think, import duties on Chinese cars. I think it's 10%. But such is the competitiveness of the Chinese that even with import duties on their cars, they're still much cheaper than European cars, and they have a lot more features for much lower prices. So people are speculating next year the cost could go up even higher, and it just shows you again the disparity between when you hear me talk about how we're in the Chinese century, all the metrics point to that. I even saw another stat the other day that talked about how China installed more electricity in 2020, was it 2025, than the US has. I think it's in its entire grid. That's how much the gap is. Like all the third level, second level metrics are pointing in one direction. The high level GDP numbers might still heavily favor the US. But when you look at what really matters, if you're installing that much electricity, think about what that means for you trying to get ahead in the AI race or the data center stuff that the US is kind of pumping money into, the Stargate and all that rubbish they're doing with Larry Ellison. All those kind of metrics point to the fact that they are becoming the preeminent superpower in the world. So this to me is very important because what weekly I do a lot of political analysis, and when we're talking about that kind of seismic shift in the geopolitical space, we got to be talking about it, right? So watch this space basically. Let's see what happens. I imagine they're going to continue to do bigger and better, which is why the US has set its sights on trying to basically destroy them, and they've openly stated in their defense strategy that China is next on their list. We'll see what happens in terms of that.